Whoop, whoop, what's up, you guys? Happy Monday. Then, now, forever. Together. All right, I like that. I like how they're glitching the opening up. I like that. Kind of helps set the tone for the new group debuting tonight. We got Canada Spaceman in the house. Giggity, giggity. Yeah, the raw recap of Clash. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight. And as mentioned in the description, this show will end in about an hour, maybe an hour 15 ish. Take. Then we'll go into the Impact Attack at 9:30 Eastern. Whoop whoop. Yeah, the women's tag team titles moving was kind of shocking. Or not, I shouldn't say shocking, unexpected. Whoop whoop. There's also a lot of different directions you can go with that title win. Like, I understand why they gave it to them, because it's, beneath the women's title and the world heavyweight title. So if you establish early on, hey, the hometown kids are doing well tonight, you get that established early on, you think it might happen in the big matches. Hey, Jerome Hall, happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Whoop whoop. Yeah, that's pretty clever. I like that. Hopefully we get a chance to see the new Uncle Howdy Wyatt family group before Impact Attack starts. Labrat's in the house, and he's getting raw. Yeah, pal. Make sure you sign this NDA first. Whoop whoop. There we go. Adjust that glare a little bit. Let's just say it was a day and we can leave it at that. All right, that's a hot way to open the show. The return of Seth Rollins. We haven't seen him since WrestleMania. I'm sure we'll definitely talk about him because there was actual, storyline advancement and progression involved in those matches. Gresham and Callahan for sure, at least. That suit got me thinking of me saying, "My name is Armando Alejandro Estrada." Ha ha. No kidding, dude. Probably he might have. Who knows? We start talking like Razor Ramon. Hey, he's got the crowd, man. He's got them. They're hot for this.
Corpus Christi. Let me welcome you back to Monday Night Raw.
Who knows, man? I mean, it's it's Corpus Christi, and that's usually I don't know, man. That's an area that kind of draws a pretty hot crowd.
He is a revolutionary. He is Seth.
But I could see some like egotistical fans seeing that international crowd and going and be like, okay, we got to try to be like them. It's more like they see the praise that they're getting online from like, social media and the dirt sheets for how they're acting. So it's like, we want that praise too. Well, I could see that turning into a thing, unfortunately. Whoop, whoop. This Raw is in Corpus Christi, Texas.
I miss you guys too, man. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to cut to the chase because I figured you guys just want to sing all night anyway.
You must be burning up. It's like 85 in here.
For one reason,
I'm from the South,
I've seen them all. I've
the
faced
deep
them all.
South.
I've beat them all. I've done it all. But I got into this business not just to be one of the best. I got into this business to be the very greatest. And I can't do that without getting back the championship that I made. The World Heavyweight Championship.
That was such a great movie. Hey, that sounds pretty hot, but with all those wins up in Chicago, that definitely's got to cool it down a little bit.
I know how to climb a ladder pretty well. I am quite familiar with the Money in the Bank contract, and I figure it is the fastest way for me to get back in the mix for a shot at the world. It's fast track to a championship opportunity, Cole.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Damian Priest.
Remember what happened in WrestleMania? When Drew McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins to win the World Heavyweight Championship. The last time we saw Seth was that weekend. Damian Priest would cash in on Drew McIntyre to win the World Championship that night. And now El Campeon, fresh off his controversial victory this past Saturday. Seth, I'm not being sarcastic. I literally wanted to come out here first and say, welcome back. Really, I mean that. You look great. You look healthy. It's good to have you back, man. Sincerely. Real talk. Look, I've been wanting some face-to-face time with you because I wanted to tell you straight up. I wanted to cash in on you for the world title. I wanted that cash in.
Hola, Radio McRadio Face. Hope you're having a great Monday. Thank you for joining us. Whoop, whoop.
By beating you. Now, that didn't happen, but I feel like I'm doing okay. I need to tell you, though, this is no longer Monday Night Rollins. It's the show where all rise for El Campeón, you know? You know what? Let's cut him some slack. He had a rough weekend, all right? Almost lost a leg over in Scotland. I like where you're coming from, all right? I like where you're
Man, that thing with the ankle and getting caught in the ropes, that looked nasty. He got lucky. He got so lucky.
Think about it. We both made our names in groups. You with the Judgment Day, me with the greatest group of all time, the Shield. we both won Money in the Bank contract. Had to wait a long time to cash it in, but when we
yeah, it's very possible that could have happened.
it was on the grandest
You got a loose rope, not enough spring, that'll happen. That for sure.
first world titles at WrestleMania. So very similar we are, but there's like this one little thing that separates me from you, and that's the fact that at some point I grew a set. Well, now, you heard me out here talking about legacy earlier. I want to be the greatest of all time, and I realized to have that legacy for myself, at some point, I needed to stand on my own 2 feet. So let me ask you a question. The question we've all been wondering since you won that title at WrestleMania. What kind of champion do you want to be? What do you want your legacy to be in this industry? Do you want to be one of the greatest of all time, or do you want to be just a footnote in the history of the joke?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Drew. And it's like Al Snow says, like there's always a chance. Every time you step in the ring, there's always a chance that you could suffer a career or life-ending injury, or life-altering or life-ending injury. And depending on the risks you take, that just heightens that chance. If you do things right and correctly and safely, that chance is still there. It's just extremely low, but it's still there.
Times have changed. Now on Saturday, you're right. I almost lost my leg, so I thought I was going to come out here and relinquish the title. The only thing I want to relinquish is the fact that you think you're better than me today. You want to know what type of legacy I want to live? What type of champion I am? How about this? Don't worry about any ladders. Don't worry about any briefcase. At Money in the Bank, how about Seth freaking Rollins versus Damian and Campeon Priest for the world title?
I really think they're turning. It's kind of like a build to Damian Priest turning babyface. Like this is not a heel thing that he's doing right here. This is 100% babyface.
It's a simple yes or no. Do you want a shot at my world title or not?
Like Damian Priest is acting 100% babyface right here.
Well, if it's that simple, then I accept your challenge. Just remember this, Priest. As long as I'm around here, this show will always and forever be Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins and Damian Priest have turned Monday Night Raw upside down. An agreement in place for Damian Priest to defend the World Heavyweight Championship 2 weeks from Saturday in Toronto at the Money in the Bank Premium Live event against Seth freaking Rollins. That's awesome. Seth freaking Rollins shows up out of nowhere in Corpus Christi, and then just a matter of moments later, we find out that he has another shot at the title with Damian Priest in a matter of weeks. What a wonderful start to Monday Night Raw in hot as hell Corpus Christi. We're sold out, but I know Seth Rollins mentioned he's a former Mr. Money in the Bank.
Let's see what we got coming up next.
About a decade ago, well, starting tonight, superstars get to qualify for this year's Money in the Bank contract ladder match. You got a triple threat later on tonight between James
Main event, Mr. Yeet Yeet himself, 619 and Finn Balor. Damn, that dude's old. Would you believe that Finn Balor's in his mid-40s?
Been looking for you. A man much like myself, an intellectual, someone with some common sense, Someone that would understand that if it weren't for my number one disappointment here and Little Miss Bo Peep, not to mention Mr. Every Day Off, missing another trip, that I'd be Intercontinental Champion. So I'm here to ask for what's rightfully mine. Rematch against Sam. Look, I know how much the Intercontinental title means to you. I understand how disappointing it's got to be having opportunity after opportunity comes so close to winning it. Not getting the job done. I get that. You know what else I get? I get that the best thing for you right now is to get to the back of the line and then win your way.
Right, you would think that, but
Back of the line? Do I belong at the back of the line? I'm a leader.
who knows, man? I think it could just be their way of trying to build more to Otis eventually snapping on Gable.
Someone worthy, because I am an Olympian. Remember that. Anybody? Sure. Line them up. Hey, make it official. Official it is. Don't screw it up! Pat, what are those three going to learn? If not now, then when, but I do appreciate that Adam Pearce said, get to the back of the line, Chad Gable earlier today. Well, poor Matt Steen hobbling around now, not only in a boot, but a crutch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Alpha Academy.
I think the opponent's going to be Otis. That's my guess.
At 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Gable looks to turn his fortunes
I mean,
around.
that's not a bad
Live next. What a jerk.
it's not a bad thought process having stuff on, backup just in case shit goes wrong. It's always good to have a plan B and C and D. Whoop whoop.
Solo Sikoa. Oh, look out from behind. The rest of the bloodline. This score is far. Friday night SmackDown. Friday at 7 Central.
How is a Raw superstar able to just show up on SmackDown? How does that make any sense?
When the sawdust settles and the end, the thing you care about most is a job well done. But when you get your tools from
In fact, actually, let me double check that just to be sure.
the job feels a little different.
So I know Punk was injured when they did the draft. So let's see.
No matter what you're working on, you need high quality tools at a great price. And that's what we're all about.
Okay, it says he is officially on Raw.
You do it for less at Harbor Freight.
All right, so I stand by my statement.
I always knew I wanted to pursue a career in music. And throughout that path, I've eaten Taco Bell. It allows me to free up money and time to do what I love to do.
Whoop whoop.
I can then spread as much joy as I can on the dance floor and be visual representation for others so that they believe they can pursue their dreams as well.
Yeah, I mean that kind of makes sense too. Like if you're opening the doors between like different companies, like yeah, their own brand split kind of like pales in comparison. Or what's the point of even having a brand split if you're actually going to work with other companies? Apparently, AJ Styles versus Marufuji was announced for Pro Wrestling Noah. WWE is now working with All Japan, and they're looking to doing partnering with promotions in Mexico.
Feeling peanut buttery. Very peanut buttery. Uh-oh, now I'm feeling peanut buttery. Poppable M&M's peanut butter minis.
Every time I needed a new phone, I had to switch carriers.
I told them, at Verizon, everyone can get the best deals. Like that iPhone 15 on them.
Switching all the time, it wasn't easy.
35, you're going to be here forever.
Here's your wireless contract.
I need a lawyer. Those were hard days.
Representative. Swear.
Now that I got a huge storage and
Yeah, that should be good, dude. But it's like, but I think Ben said it best when he's like, if you're gonna have like an AEW, not AEW, TNA WWE thing, who is your best crossover representative for that? AJ Styles.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
We got Jordan Kirby in the house. Whoop whoop. Oh yeah, Drew's gonna cause a massacre. We're gonna see some chalk outlines and all that shit. Whoop whoop.
I think this is the last thing you and I ever do together.
Superstars and legends are heading to Fanatics Fest, New York City this August at the Javits Center. Big Cody Rhodes, Liv Morgan, Jey Uso, Rhea Ripley, WWE legend Hulk Hogan, WWE Hall of Famer The Wise Man, Paul Heyman, and more. Saturday, August 17th, Sunday, August 18th.
Oh, here's who Chad Gable's opponent could be. Braun Strowman. Both of them, Gallows and Anderson. Whoop whoop. I'm so glad I changed my answer on that one. Oh shit. And now you can tell the story of Gable ordering Otis to help him, and then we see where it goes from there. Whoop whoop.
Chad Gable is standing behind Big Otis. And when you see that knee.
Giggity.
Here's his office claiming that he deserved another shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Pat, Chad Gable has now had 5 opportunities at the Intercontinental title and has not been able to get the job done. Counting Gunther and Sami Zayn, Gable's had 5 chances to win the championship. See where you started? I love this. One big SOB. Look at how small Chad Gable looks.
However, like in a legitimate wrestling match, like, you know, Gable's got a shot. Like if this were real, Gable's got a shot. You know, dude's a legit Olympic wrestler.
Chad Gable is a bully, and you saw Maxine. He's out here not only in a boot, but also a crutch. Because of what happened to this past Saturday at Clash Castle. Chad Gable inadvertently has tossed to the Maxine. Yeah, well, inadvertently this, inadvertently that. Chad Gable thinks bad things happen to bad people.
So far, so good match. I'm liking this. It's advancing business. We're getting stuff done. Yeah, they do. They really do. I think that here's a formula that they need to go back to. What worked in 07, 09? I thought they had a great, what they were doing worked. And if you look at all the metrics, all the data showed it worked. From 07 and 09, consistent ratings growth. 07 to 09, profits. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, and we're definitely going to get into that on the Impact Attack. So we had a couple matches that went way long. I think Impact was better when it was 2 hours, but you had to have the right creative team in place. And from 07 to 09, I thought that was a winning formula.
Wait, there's an elevator? Only pay for what you need.
Whoop whoop. Man, that cheeseburger pizza, man, it smells. I'll never eat it, but it smells nice. I like how Arby's has kind of positioned themselves as like the butcher shop of the fast food industry. Nice. That sounds tasty. Italian beef is just. We got this one place near in our area called Gioia's Deli. Their whole thing is hot salami, and it's like real hot sliced salami. Oh, dude. Oh. Yeah, that sounds tasty.
Got it, boss. Otter, you got this.
The water can be a deadly place.
Yeah, they got all different. Yeah, it's like their main thing is their hot salami. Then they have the other ones like they have salami roast beef, salami pepperoni, salami capicola mortadella, salami turkey, salami hams. All right, Radio McRadio Face, thank you for stopping in. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Appreciate your presence. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, here's the thing, though. You can get this business they're trying to get across done in less ring time. But I like the idea of having like a big time, like a large, imposing baby face who hates bullies. I like that. That's a cool character in my opinion.
Any cowardly move Jack Gable will use. We know that from Strowman. Oh my goodness! Power slam cover on Gable. And Chad is done.
Hey, we got revamped wrestling in the house. Whoop, whoop. Happy Monday. Hope your week is starting out well. Giggity, giggity. Yeah, again, my only complaint with this match, it went too long. Like, you could have gotten this done in like 5 minutes.
Big country strong monster of monsters, showcasing his power and his hatred of bullies. Chad Gable has a nice dish of comeuppance here in Corpus Christi. Oh, who's he going to blame for this loss now? Well, certainly not himself. He's a narcissist.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, you got to get them hot and fresh, man. Yeah, you got to get them hot, fresh, and fried. That's the only way to eat them. And it's Maxine who stands up to him. YOLO. They are delicious.
Poor Maxine can't even walk, and Gable's demanding her to get out of the ring.
Yeah, Otis has to snap here. He's got to lay him out right here. He's got to do it. He's got to do it. I like this decision they went with this. Otis, finally, stood up to Gable, but he went to go help his friends instead of get revenge. Like he's taking care of his friends first before he beats the shit out of them. Otis is a bro. Otis is definitely a bro. Whoop, whoop. Of course, he could have still beat the shit out of Gable and then helped his friends to the back, but he still get both. But YOLO. Man, one thing I was thinking about earlier today was, what if they did like last week on Raw? They did they did the thread, where the room key went missing. Everybody's freaking out and they don't want to let Damian Priest know what's going on. And then the show ends. Liv opens her door, and it's Damian Priest. You go off the air with that. We got Liz in the house. Whoop, whoop. Happy Monday. Not been a bad show so far.
Finn Balor playing. Pause it. He was on it. He took the red key. Finn Balor put it in his pocket. We thought it was gone. There's no way it was McDonough. Lito's eating an apple. El Campion's got problems. And Finn Balor now has a hotel red key in his pocket. What the hell is going on, Cole? You know what that means? I do, but I don't know if we can talk about it live on Monday Night Raw. Oh, I don't know what you're...
Does that mean Finn Balor's gonna be riding on the back of Liv's motorcycle? Or Liv's motorcycle?
I'm a deadbeat dad on Rey Mysterio. Are you kidding me? This group sucks. And Liv Morgan would fan the flames yesterday, Father's Day. A playoff, of course, Dominic calling Rhea Ripley, Mommy, happy Father's Day. Daddy, Liv Morgan wishing Dominic Mysterio.
That's yeah, this hasn't been bad. But the big miss is like she should not be calling him daddy. She should be calling him Poppy. Who's your Poppy? It's right there.
I appreciate that. Let's table that for later. Right now, I kind of want to get into the fact that you took the key card last week. You took it in a pre-sketchy way. What's up?
Sounds like you're accusing me of something. But just so you know, I took that key card to protect Dominic. It's gone. It's taken care of. It's in the trash. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, how do you like that's so obvious. How do you miss that?
Now tonight, you have a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. I have no doubt you're the next Mr. Money in the Bank. When you have the contract, though, as champion, I need to know where's your head at.
Oh, straight with you, Danny.
Yep.
When I get that briefcase, I'll cash it.
And if you wanted to, and that's how you could turn like Rhea and Dom babyface. Like you could have like Rhea do something where she calls Dom Poppy.
I trust you fair enough. Just making sure we're on the same page. Dom, missing something? What's up?
I can't find my purple cow vest. I thought I left it in here.
Might have been in this hotel room, dirty dog.
Sorry, that's not helping anybody.
Wait, get those Aki. You don't have a match to get ready for?
Yeah, I kind of got to agree with you on that one, but just the Eddie references are just it's just way too easy.
I'm staying the far away.
Purple cow vest. Yeah, who the hell would want that? Smart, Finn, smart. Stay out of the situation with Rhea. Look where you started. Hey, I didn't start anything. I just got eyes and a journalistic ability.
The following performance is a women's Money in the Bank qualifier.
All right, so we got Io Sky in this match, and who else?
Well, last year's Money in the Bank winner looks to qualify so she can defend her crown.
Who knows, Canada Spaceman? We'll see who else. Kiana James and Zelina Vega. Yeah, I think Io Sky is going over in this match. Looking at who else is in this match, that's who I'm betting on is Io Sky going over.
Austin Butler and Tom Hardy only in theaters this Friday.
Genius of the Sky, pal.
Thinking of starting a riding club.
All those close do is sit around talking about motorcycles.
That's what we do. You ready? Let's go. I like you guys. You're in. Chris. Nice. How many's said 7. Felt like more.
He keeps writing. He's gonna die one way or another. You're crazy.
We are undesirable characters. This is what.
The Bike Riders, rated R. Only in theaters this Friday. Tickets on sale now.
T-Mobile savings, take one. Guys, focus. Here's the line. At T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits, and you can still save versus the other guy. Focus. Hello, T-Mobile. Oh, that you might. Okay, stop. Just say it like this. At T-Mobile.
That was gonna be my second choice, Liz, because I think like an EO loss could further her character and story, which would make a lot more sense.
Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator. See how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
Here's your biggie bag. All that food for $5. That's my go-to.
Ooh, that's my ride or die.
Just like you and me. Bag boys. Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
Go biggie.
Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring you food?
For summer interns, as I like to say, Dunkin' turns.
Love saying that. Affleck and Damon, the Dunk Kings,
Are
not here.
this summer is all about big Dunkin' iced energy.
B-D-I-E.
What does that big Dunkin' ice button do?
I wouldn't-
Let's see.
Whoop whoop.
A lot of surprises.
Let's put a Dunkin' Ice in every hand this summer. Phone call from the boss? Sorry. Outdoor time. It's me time.
I hear that. That's why we protect all your vehicles here. But hey, nothing wrong with sticking it to the boss.
Oh, Flo, you gonna take that? Why would that concern me? Because you're aren't you the...
Huh. We never actually discussed hierarchy.
Okay, why don't we just stick to letting Dave know how much he can save when he bundles his home or auto with his boat or RV?
Wait, I thought Jamie was the boss.
Progress is pretty cool. I like them. I've had them for a while now, and they've been done well by me.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Starting at $6.99, it's the ultimate solo meal. Get a personal pan pizza or melts and your favorite side. Combo like you've never comboed before. Know what I'm Pizza Hut?
How'd you get your teeth so white?
You've got to use the right toothpaste.
Not all toothpaste whiten the same. Crest 3D White removes 100% more.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Crest. The blue whiter smile. New personal best. Crest.
Do the do, pal. The one and only whoop whoop.
Have you ever seen such a well-crafted burger? Oh.
Is it bad that when I look at these Arby's burgers, these like thick ass burgers, I immediately think of Mondo Burger from Good Burger? Is that a good or a bad thing?
Tomorrow, the next challenger will be decided in a battle royal. Who will enter? You may know some of them, but some of them might be from different locker rooms. Who will win? What a battle royal! Plus, for the first time ever, Kalani Jordan defends the NXT Women's North American Championship against Lee Chen.
I'm gonna prove no one can do it like Connie.
NXT, tomorrow 8/7 Central, only on USA. Money in the Bank is powered by Prime Hydration. Hydrate with Prime X. Gather codes to beat the treasure map on drinkprime.com, and you might just claim $1 million Drink Prime Pack. I saw the hydration station was massive over there.
Yeah, at least in Arby's case, it's real. That's true.
Part of the match. Io Sky looking to qualify. Money in the Bank.
Yeah, very true. Burgers are way too thin these days.
opportunity here tonight as she makes her way to the ring.
Oh, this is like the businesswoman character they were talking about on Raw and SmackDown review. Holy sh! Okay, the thought is there. The thought's there, but we need a little bit more. And need to actually do, like what Ben said, actually have the brick in the purse. They are, yeah. You got to find like the right place to get the good ones. Okay. So that's weird why they that wasn't used when up. Okay, cool. Dude, those sound pretty decent. I had something very similar to that when I was in New Mexico called a sopapilla, which is basically burgers in pita wraps. Or better, or more, or actually be more appropriate, like kind of like a combination of like a hamburger, but like in a combination of a pita burrito wrap. Yeah, but the fighting a Puerto Rican woman, man. Whew. Like, that's very much size of the fight and the dog, not the size of the dog and the fight. Like, just look at Reb. Let's look how fierce Rebby Hardy is. Like, dude, she'll go after her own brother-in-law if she feels like he's threatening her husband and kids. And she did. Man, I'll never forget like that one like Jeff Hardy's latest DUI arrest where and then Rebby Hardy put out a TikTok. It's like her praying and the caption says me praying for the safety, praying for Matt Hardy's safety. And then it cuts to a clip of Tiger King saying, "Guess what, motherfucker?" And he's labeled Jeff Hardy. Yeah, she's definitely lost a lot of that weight, and good for her. Hopefully, it's a healthy weight. As long as she's healthy, that's what matters. Yeah, you kind of gotta be in a border state to get like the as close to as authentic as possible.
But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe no matter what you're working on, you need high quality tools at a great price. And that's what we're all about. Whatever you do it for less.
But I think they had the dessert ones there too at the place we went at. Whoop whoop.
Everyone can get that iPhone 15 on them.
Now that I got a huge storage and battery upgrade, I'm officially done switching.
New and existing customers get iPhone 15 on us when they trade in any iPhone. Verizon.
Biggest thing I've learned so far? Don't sweat the small stuff. No. Found it. Finding my light. No, knowing my cue. Just trying not to overthink things. M&M's for all fun kind.
At Papa John's, we start with the marinated oven roasted
and chicken tossed in our new hot lemon pepper sauce condiment. And now you can find them on the Papa Parents menu. Get 2 or more Papa Parents favorites for just $6.99 each, only from Papa John's.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head?
That honey chipotle sauce is.
Wear a hat.
I'm sorry. I mean, that hot lemon pepper sauce is pretty nice.
Your hair and your confidence
Of course, I've told you guys about the sauce I make at work when I mix the buffalo hot lemon pepper, honey chipotle, and barbecue together. It's just. And then run the wings through the oven twice. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair.
Bosley. Tom Bosley.
Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley guarantee. Let them show you.
Tom Bosley was an actor. Who is he most known for playing?
With an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Scan the QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and ask about the Bosley guarantee.
Oh, man. Love food. Love food, bro. All right, you got okay. You might have me on that one, Liz. I was gonna say Richie Cunningham's dad in Happy Days.
Save yourself from future controversy by the rep there. Certainly has. Eddie Orengo, I thought he was going to break his back over there in Scotland. Happy to see he's okay. He's able to get to the 1-2-3. Oh, you know what we're going to show you later on tonight is Zelina Vega hammers away on Io Sky. Right uppercut.
And no reason for this match to go long. I mean, there's plenty of story and character stuff you can do that should justify shortening this and getting that business across. Oh, okay. Yeah. I meant the actual actor named Tom Bosley. Yeah, I think Bosley was the like the Charlie's Angels fictional boss. Yeah, I meant like the real life actor. remember the what was it, the party at Mr. Mackey's house in South Park when they had the meteor shower and the kids played Charlie's Angels and Stan had to be Bosley? Now it's making sense. Okay, so Bosley was the guy played by Bill Murray in the movie. Got it. I never saw the original Charlie's Angels, but I'm aware of it though. Man, I'll never forget the original Charlie's Angels movie had one of the most like late 90s scenes I've ever seen in a movie. You have I forgot which one it was, but the one played by Drew Barrymore is on the run and she shows up at like the back door of like this kid's house and there's two kids in their bedroom, like two teenagers playing Final Fantasy VIII, and one of them is wearing a Stone Cold t-shirt. Like you can't get more late 90s than that. Right, like that scene just sounds like a time capsule.
Liv Morgan distracting Fang and took her out of the equation. And now Io Sky with the over, the moonsault, and the cover to qualify for Money in the Bank. Here is your winner, Io Sky. I've only seen one person in my life ever wear a pink cow vest, purple, whatever. Pink is the hair that Selena had this.
So Io Sky is our winner. This she goes to the Money in the Bank. Whoop whoop.
Remember, Vega got into it with Liv Morgan last week when Liv came out in the middle of an LWO match. Io Sky took advantage of the over the moonsault. She's the first of 6 to qualify now for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. 4 qualifying matches on SmackDown this coming Friday. Io Sky looks to repeat as Miss Money in the Bank. Maybe take a shot at her. Liv Morgan, our champion, wearing a purple cow. Notice and here again.
Agreed. I think there's a lot more creative options we could go. They could have went down. That could have been a lot better, in my opinion. Yeah, me too, Lab Rat. Me too.
You can read that as that's Dominic Mysterio's purple cow vest. Okay, how did she get it? Did Dom give it to her? Did she take it? What do you think? And why is that room key in Finn Balor's pocket? He said to protect Dom, but he still has it. I mean, there's a lot going on with that. Nonetheless, congratulations, Io Sky, now part of the women's money.
I like that Pat McAfee pointed out that okay, Finn Balor had the room key, but how did she still get his jacket?
Every time this man steps foot in an arena, you can feel the intensity.
Oh, dude, there was nothing like going to a record store, man. I feel very fortunate enough to still have like a used CD, used record, used tape place nearby me that's like that people like love because it fills that nostalgia void. Yeah, dude, flipping through posters. Like there's this chain of places nearby me called Slackers. It's like a combination of like a used music store, GameStop, but with all systems and Hot Topic. It's awesome. It's fantastic. I love that place.
Drag himself back to his feet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ricochet intercepting Breaker, who had no intentions. Ricochet told him, I have your back. And now drop kicking Breaker into the WWE fans. Save Ilya.
Over under on this whole thing with Ricochet and his contract, 100% being a swerve to work the dirt sheets. Ricochet is going to come back, and it's going to be a huge pop. And this is all just to make that happen, make everybody think he's going to leave when he's not really. Very nice. Awesome. That's cool. Dude, yeah, the fact that they're giving Ricochet this much screen time still, and they're still showing the replay of Samantha jump. Yeah, I 100% think this whole thing of Ricochet leaving is a work. They're playing off a real life thing, and they're just using it to kind of like, yeah, I think this whole thing to kind of set up a Ricochet comeback, in my opinion. I could be wrong, and he could really be leaving. But if Ricochet wasn't leaving, they'd be putting why was most of that package used putting on sympathy on Ricochet instead of putting over Breaker as a monster? Yeah, same, but at least it's something. At least they're doing something. It's something different. Whoop whoop. I don't know, man. Who knows? Anything is really possible. We can sit here and speculate and pitch ideas and come up with stuff all we want, but at the end of the day, nobody really knows what's going to happen until it actually makes the airwaves.
No way. Why would I use kayak to compare hundreds of travel sites at once? I like to do things myself. I do my own searching. This is efficient. Use kayak. I can't trust anything else to do the job right.
Kayak. Search one and it's golden hour. Time to pause before.
A woman dressing up as a scarecrow saying, "I can't trust nobody else to do the job but me," will never not be funny.
Glass of New Zealand's finest. Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc. Savor amazing. I always knew I wanted. And throughout that.
Yeah, and in this economy, I think Taco Bell definitely nailed it with that $3 or less menu. So you got like 2 or 3 items on there. You get one of those 2 or 3 plus a drink. You're good.
As much joy as I can on the dance floor. And be visual representation for others so that they believe they can pursue their.
Whoop whoop.
Love my heavy duty duster. The fluffy fibers trap dust on contact. Up high and all around without having to lift unbitten. I'm so hooked. You'll love Swiffer or your money back.
Weighted blankets are so cozy, especially when they're filled with creamy, comfy peanut butter M&Ms. Mega. I can't move.
Ella, how about a little help?
To me, here's the really big thing in that package that made me think that this is a work and he's really staying. There was a good 5 to 10 seconds they showed of Samantha Irvin freaking out and then running to the back and then jumping in the ambulance. To me, I thought that was kind of a little bit of the giveaway. Why would you air that if that's not part of, something? Or why would you focus on that if that's not part of something?
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the do. When you get all you can eat boneless wings.
Man, Canada Spaceman. You ever heard of this one chain of this one burger chain called White Castle? I remember when their burgers were like 30 cents.
The relationship was toxic.
She'll poison your mind.
Every emotion was fake.
She'll poison you. That's the monster. New episode Sundays at 6 on Oxygen True Crime.
I remember when a Crave case was $10. That's 30 burgers. And this is at a time when they were at like 40, 50 cents a piece. Yeah, they are pretty addictive, yeah. Yeah, they're about about yay big-ish. Maybe a little bigger. Yeah, I remember that. I remember like I had a Del Taco around me in the early 2000s where tacos were like, or like 2010, they were like 50-cent tacos. Are like, damn, okay. Go in there with $5, you get filled up. More than filled up. You got leftovers for later, too. I've heard of crystals. I have not had the chance to check them out. But yeah, I've heard that they're just like that. What is up, Sonic the Hedgehog? Hope you're having a great Monday. Whoop, whoop.
Clash at the Castle. Chad Gable didn't make that easy. You can boo him. I don't like him, but I have to.
Ooh, speaking of Tennessee, there's one place first time I went there was in Tennessee called Huddle House. It was like Waffle House, but like a level or two above. That was where I was introduced to fried pickles, and I fell in love.
After months and months, after all the ups and downs, after all the highs.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, buddy.
Sneak attacks. It is over because I beat him in a wrestling match. As far as I'm concerned, I am moving on from Chad Gable. But I'd be lying if I said it's going to be easy to move on from the Alpha Academy.
Awesome. Very nice, Sonic.
I understand those guys. I've been those guys. But if there's one thing that my time in the bloodline really made me learn, it's that everybody.
I've been there a few times, Liz. I think they got at least a few of those in Tennessee. I remember stopping in one when I was coming back from a wrestling show down there one time. They were delicious. I loved them.
But I am convinced, especially after tonight, the Alpha Academy and Otis, when they are ready, they will leave Chad Gable too. So now
I'm pretty sure they left him tonight. Unless you missed that segment, Sammy.
Against anybody and everybody. Anybody and everybody. That's what Sammy said. Was he referring to a dog when he said that? The unpredictable badass.
Braun should go over Sammy. He should absolutely go over Sammy for the belt. If this is where they're going, Braun and Sammy, Braun has to go over. He has to go over. It's not going to hurt Sammy. And then you could do Braun and Dragunov for the Intercontinental title with Braun going over. Whoop, whoop. There was only one match I refereed where I did not know the finish to the match. And it was when Sami Zayn was on the Indies as El Generico against another guy named Mark Sterling. I had no idea what the finish was going to be. I just went with it. And then when I noticed, Mark Sterling rolled him up, and then I got out of the corner of my eye, saw Sterling put his feet on the ropes. I turned away, looked right at Generico's shoulders. 1, 2, 3, and he didn't kick out. I'm like, okay, I guess that's the finish. Oof, that sucks. I like Sheamus. To me, Sheamus is a legend. This is a dude who should be like... I like Sheamus. I like him. I mean, the dude's a legend. He's done it all. What kind of role can we find for him instead of this?
So if you're going to give out opportunities for it, maybe you should consider me. You know what I mean?
For context, Sheamus got his first world title 15 years ago.
And this is not personal, I mean it. Because I would do anything to get my hands on that. Whether it's over your cold, dead hands or not, mate, I'm coming after that. Hey! Hey!
Has Sheamus never held that title? Let me check.
Act like I'm not even standing here? You out of your mind? Huh? Nobody
Okay, then
cares.
yeah, that would actually be great.
Championships that you haven't won, the sob story that goes with it.
Okay, all right, that is a story you can go with. Okay, cool.
When you get in my way, and right now, you are
All right, there you go.
in my
That
way.
all right, I'm with that, Liz. That's a story. He gets it, and then Braun's the one who takes it off him. I like that.
Yo, kick my ass. What are you gonna do? Put me on your stupid bleeding list? Huh? Let me explain something to you, mate. I get it. You're cocky. You're on the run of a lifetime here as a new hot thing in the WWE, the new hot kid. But as far as this IC title goes, you have absolutely no skin in the game. And you are the new kid.
Braun's got to lay him out and get heat.
So
He
why don't
has
you get
to.
the back of the line breaker before I make you? Well, it seems like you guys really need to sort this out.
And this is where Sammy actually works as a third player in the scene, where he keeps from getting heated and keeps the story going.
Because I'm pretty sure the people of Corpus Christi don't want to see the two of you talk it out. I think they want to see the two of you fight it out right here later tonight.
All right, so it looks like we got it. Looks like they're setting us up for a #1 contenders match for the IC title.
You go, Sammy.
And that's actually a great place to end this right here for tonight. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the Impact Attack. We'll see you right back here at the HMG YouTube channel and the Ridiculously Random Twitch channel. 10-minute break. We'll see you then. Whoop, whoop.